Hi, welcome to your entertainment ticket, yeticket.com. You can get us at www.yeticket.com. I'm here at the city of Miami Gardens. I'm here with the mayor, Shirley Gibson. She's the first elected mayor of Miami Gardens. We're here to talk about Jazz in the Gardens, that great concert that's coming here at the city of Miami Gardens. This is the 5th one, and I'm going to let the mayor talk about it and talk about the great guests that's going to come there. Thank you, Mayor, for coming here.
Well, thank you so much for allowing me to have an opportunity to talk about this great event.
Well, you're going to have some great artists here this year, Mary J. Blige, Robin Thicke. Now, how did you decide to have these great artists, or how did they contact you? They say they want to get involved.
Well, actually, they don't personally contact me. What we do, we have a production company that comes in, produces Jazz in the Gardens every year. But this year, we got some more inquiries from more of the, I guess as you move up the ladder, you want to say A-list, A-plus list entertainers. Because, you know, I think that when there is something very successful, it's kind of hot ticket, people want to be a part of it. So we did get some inquiries from individuals saying, hey, I think that's a ticket we want to be on. So, you know, when you have that happen, that's a great thing.
Now, this is your 5th year with this great festival of music, and I've been at 3 of them, and they've been very successful. Now, how have they helped the image of the city of Miami Gardens?
Oh, well, you know, tremendously. What has happened because of starting this event as a culture event to outreach, not only locally, but, you know, the state of Florida, nationally, and now internationally, I wanted us to have a presence. So people would say, hey, what's about that place, Miami Gardens? And so I tried to come up with something that would kind of move through all of those kind of genres so people would say, okay. And it came up with Jazz in the Gardens. So what has happened now, people identify Miami Gardens with Jazz in the Gardens. And so springtime is when the adults says, hey, we want to come down to South Florida, particularly to Miami Gardens, because they have it really going on with this nice, really, really jazz and R&B festival that we're having. And now people are identifying, oh, you're the city where they have the great jazz in the garden. So, you know, it has given us a great presence. It has a name association with the city with a great event.
You know, I have worked in the city of Miami Gardens when I was a professor at Florida Memorial University, and you are the first mayor of this great city. How have your experience been so far?
Well, it has been a great experience. It has had some really trying times. I mean, you know, to be the mayor of the first city, certainly it is not an easy journey to go on, but it has been a journey of many, many successes. And so we can look back and say, did we accomplish things in 5 years? Yes. You know, we're going really into our 7th year, and we have. And it has been a tremendous personal fulfillment for me professionally as well, because I've had an opportunity to identify a problem, find a solution, and actually see it happen and see people actually embrace this place where they live and say they are proud to live here. You know, when you have individuals, especially urban inner areas, who have been disenfranchised for many years, and now we have a city, and for them to say, you know, Mayor, I truly love living here. I want to remain here. I don't want to move to Alabama now. I don't want to move to Georgia. Right. Particularly, I want to move to Atlanta because everybody says I want to go to Atlanta. But that has created a tremendous amount of civic pride where people really care about their community. And you just can't, I don't think it can get better than that when you have people who embrace where they live.
Now, some of that, you know, when you see problems, trying to solve problems, is that based on some of your experiences being a former policewoman?
Yes, it has. You know, I often have an opportunity to, you know, chat with friends and say, you know, those experiences that I had as a police officer, Metro-Dade Police, really prepared me for some of the very difficult days and challenges that I had to meet. And to be able to stand very firm in that and to know that, you know, I could persevere, that I didn't, you know, have this whole thing of fear that, you know, I couldn't go through this and make this work or I couldn't meet this challenge. It really has, because, you know, serving as a police officer for the many years that I did, almost 17 years, you know, you really have to learn how to deal with people. You have to really learn how to deal with situations. You know, you have to know when to escalate, when to de-escalate, and to be able to get a sense of, you know, what is this that I'm facing at the moment, and really be able to make a very quick decision, you know, because, you know, when you're a police officer, the decisions you make for the spur of the moment could save your life or someone else's life.
Exactly. Well, let's get back to the festival. You got some of my favorite artists there. John Legend. Oh, I really enjoy him. Boys to Men. I've seen them before, but I really enjoy them. Cassandra Wilson, Tina Marie. Who's some of your favorites?
Well, you know, Miss Mary J is my favorite as well. I really like Robin Thicke a lot. I like John Legend. And, you know, the Boys to Men is just what they said, you know. They were really boys and now they're men. And they had that staying power. And I really, truly like them. Now, Cassandra Wilson is a very matured young lady, and I really like her. I've always liked her. So the lineup is really good, but, you know, I think it goes from the new edge now to those individuals who've been around for a long time, who paved the way, and so I'm really happy. It's going to keep me happy both days.
Well, you know, speaking of Cassandra Wilson, you also had the classic lady of jazz, Nancy Wilson, here too. Oh, yes. I sat there and I saw it. I was in tears because I always loved her too. How was that?
It was awesome. As a matter of fact, you know, when we invited her to come and perform, it was a challenge for her personally because she was having some challenges with her husband. He was very, very ill. And she really kind of, you know, back and forth, should I leave him to come down here and to do this concert? And then I spoke to her after, backstage after she finished, and we chatted about it very briefly. She said, you know, I really had to struggle. She said, but I decided I wanted to come. She says, I am so glad that I came. I had such a good time doing this show. And she said, well, I got to get out now. I'm going to go I'm going to leave tonight and go back home, take care of my husband. But she said, I'm glad I made the decision to come. She said she had a great time. She said the audience loved her, and she loved it. And she was. I have a beautiful picture with the two of us where we're embracing it. She's holding my cheek, you know. It's just a picture I will always cherish.
Wow, and you're going to have many more memories with Jazz in the Gardens. Let's continue this. And anything else you'd like to say to our audience?
Well, I would certainly like to tell them, if you have not gotten your ticket, you still have time to do so, though they're selling very fast, because when we started these ticket sales, we were selling the first 3 days. We sold over 5,000 tickets, and they're going fast, but we still have room for you to come. We don't want you to miss it. We don't want you to wait until the last minute and there won't be any tickets, because we are planning to sell out all of our seats. But this is an experience, and I call it a matured experience. Mm-hmm. You don't want to miss this. If you're in a cold climate and it's snowing where you are, you need to really plan to come to South Florida, so you will be in some nice sunshine, and you will have a fantastic weekend. Jazz in the Gardens is the ticket, so I'm really encouraging everyone to come March the 20th, 21st, and you will have an opportunity to experience a tremendous lineup. You'll meet great friends that you will never forget. People will be here from all over the country and internationally as well. So I invite you, come down. Jazz in the Gardens is it, March 20th and 21st.
Yes, it's March 20th and the 21st for Jazz in the Gardens. I'm here with the great mayor of Miami Gardens. That's Shirley Gibson, the first mayor of Miami Gardens also. And this conception, this great festival is wonderful. Thank you. Your entertainment ticket, Al McGee, yeticket.com. Get us at www.yeticket.com.